Hey everyone, welcome to your Defiance Daily Dispatch. I'm Maritsa Georgiou, co-host of the Grounded podcast with John Tester, filling in for Miles Taylor. How you doing, Xander?
And I'm Ron Burgundy. No, I
Huh?
am Xander Schultz, co-founder of Defiance and soulmate of Miles Taylor, but he's been missing.
Soulmate, S-O-L-E or S-O-U-L?
Depends on the energy of the week.
He is missing still. I mean, even Mitch McConnell's back to work. Well, he's not back to work. He's out of the hospital. Where is Miles Taylor? We're gonna create a book here. Where's Waldo? Okay, so we have MAGA Losses we're gonna go over. But it's Friday. It's Friday, guys.
Day.
We've earned it too. It's been a big, I mean, I think I could say this every single Friday since, probably actually really January 20th, 2017, but especially this term. So let's get into it. Oh, my Minnesota accent came out there. So, all right, Xander.
It's a badass accent these days. Keep it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know about that. Okay. So I don't know if you saw this. We're going to cover this before we get into MAGA Losses. But Trump's ballroom, the Golden Ballroom, just got blocked again. And honestly, we just don't even really know where to start with this story anymore, because every time we kind of think we know what this is about or what the goals are or the mission here, we think it's about a ballroom. It turns into something absolutely, completely different. So today, a federal appeals court ruled that Trump has to stop construction because, Congress, remember them? They never approved this project in the first place.
Yeah, this one has like roller coaster feel of many of Trump's stories now. The Iran war, the ballroom, we kind of keep revisiting it, and the story doesn't get any better. So the important part today is the court wasn't saying no ballroom. They were saying you don't get to, like an authoritarian, just decide this by yourself.
Yeah, right. Three co-equal branches of government, that whole thing. Article 1 of the Constitution giving power to Congress, having checks and balances. The ruling was clear. I would love to know. I would love for one of the reporters at the White House to ask the president what he thinks about checks and balances. I just want to hear what he says. Anyway, The ruling was clear. Congress is the only one who can make this call. It was a 2-1 decision. Judges called the White House, imagine this, the people's house. They said the president is just a temporary tenant. I don't know if he knows that.
He had to be furious hearing that.
Oh boy. And the thing is that construction has to pause in 14 days unless the Supreme Court doesn't get involved, doesn't step in and say, we got you. So, Trump is vowing to take it to the Supreme Court. Here's the thing. They don't come back until October. A couple of things stood out to me here. For one, the construction stopped, but the East Wing is still gone. It's gone.
Right.
The history
of the vote, as is.
You can't just say, "Oh, well, let's bring it back." Like, this should have all happened before that was even demolished, but we didn't even know that was going to happen. Okay, so the second thing is that the president went on this like crazy Truth Social rant about all of this, and I mean, he's just talking about all of these things that we need, that these judges voted against, and we desperately need it. But imagine the United States making it 250 years without all those things.
Right. This feels a little bit like some Congress people could be put in the same position as they did with the SAVE Act. This impossible position of trying to please the president, but having something that's like so clearly deeply unpopular, and having to deliver bad news to him. So I kind of love this story, because if it gets thrown to Congress, I think it creates a lot of tension between him and his political party once again.
Well, possibly. Yeah, possibly. Because I do think this is this is really Marie Antoinette, right? This is giving Marie Antoinette vibes. And I think that's going to be a tough sell for constituents back in these senator and House members' districts, when they go back and say, yeah, I know you're paying more than $4 a gallon in gas, but we really need this golden ballroom, and I'm going to vote for it. Already people are unhappy with the status quo. So like I said, Trump was quick to respond. Normally it's just him raging and raging and raging. But there's something so interesting. I mean, this is a very long response that he put up on Truth Social. And in between all of the ranting and the raving, all of a sudden, this project changed. It wasn't about the ballroom. He suddenly called this project a military facility.
He's learning how to navigate Washington finally. This is a tried and true strategy in Washington. Just make it about national security and national defense, and all of a sudden we have a budget for it. So I think he's finally becoming a Washington politician, despite his slogan to drain the swamp. This is like an old school Washington move.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I remember at one point when he was ranting about this, he talked about like a drone port that the Democrats were getting in the way of, this very much needed drone port that he wanted to put on top of this ballroom. But here's the deal. This is not the only pet project of his that has hit a snag. Let's go to CNN for the latest.
Is happening on the White House South Lawn. Those are workers jackhammering President Trump's new helipad, which has been under construction since his backyard UFC fight on June 14th. And if you take a close look, on July 30th, you can see letters that say Seal of the President of the United States. On August 1st, those letters were taken apart, and then by August 4th, the letters were gone. We don't know why this project is being torn up, and I've asked the White House what exactly this is rectifying. A White House official did give us this statement: "We continue to make improvements and adjust accordingly as part of the ongoing project to best match the needs of the White House." The White House has never had a helipad before, but it is needed because the new model of Marine One blasts so much heat on touchdown that it actually scorched the grass on test flights. The helipad is expected to be 100 feet in diameter and made of carved granite. Prior to that disassembly effort, Trump had said that Lockheed Martin, which manufactures this new helicopter, would pay for the project, which he said would cost an estimated $5 to $6 million. The president has been personally involved in this project, and it's one of more than a dozen efforts he's overseeing to reshape the infrastructure around the White House and Washington, D.C.
Okay.
His move to just say like someone else will pay for it and hope we don't keep the receipts is so funny. He's been doing that for so long now.
Mexico is going to pay for this. I heard that.
yeah, the original one. So many people that are supposedly paying for this. The Qatari were going to pay for the jet, but we had to add like another $1 billion in upgrades or something like that to the jet.
And he still didn't fly on it like home from
it's still not safe.
Turkey. Yeah. Okay, so here are some other facts about this project that we just heard about, this helipad. Crews have been working around the clock to finish this before Xi Jinping's expected September visit. Really unclear how much this redesign will add to the cost or the timeline. Already, though, this is expected to cost more than $5 million. And the president is demanding a landing pad that appears level with the horizon, even though federal guidance says that they don't need to be perfectly horizontal, those helipads. But because he wants that, engineers are now considering regrading the South Lawn itself to satisfy his requests.
What do you think, Maritsa? I was just laughing at the opening sentence of that report where they're like, right after the UFC fight, there was like 5 insane things in a row in that opening sentence about like the current state of affairs. I could just see it plugged right into idiocracy. It was like immediately following the UFC fight, the White House again failed to complete a construction project.
Right. I had something that came up in that, but my brain is fried. I lost it. I lost my train of thought live here on the air with you. So I just think,
I mean, look, the helipad, not the biggest deal in the world. Like out of all the things happening, the guy's starting concentration camps. It's just, I think it's just another data point of not only the, grift and the coup taking place, but the complete incompetence of those attempting to take over our country at each and every turn.
Well, and this might cost more than $5 million, but if you think of how much money he has saved by buying the fake gold decorations from Home Depot for the Oval Office and just putting them up with super glue, like it could have been so much more. So, like maybe he's using all that money he saved on, actual hardware that's gold and spending it on super glue instead. Maybe that's what's going to this helipad.
I mean, we almost got an Arc de Triomphe, Parisian style, but he decided to make it out of cardboard. which was really thoughtful of him.
That whole thing is just, oh my gosh. I finally finished listening to Regime Change by Jonathan Swan and Maggie Haberman. And there's a whole section about the arch. And apparently he said at one point, I'm paraphrasing this, but he's like, hey, get me Emmanuel on the phone. And he's calling Emmanuel Macron, the French president, to ask him about his arch. Hey, tell me about your arch. What do you got up there?
That's that's the best expert to talk to, just because it's his peer.
There's a whole section of the book about this like ridiculous behind the scenes conversation, and that's what he's calling the French president about. And he's like, so people jump? Are people jumping off of it? We don't want people to jump off of it. Like, yeah, no kidding. So it was a whole thing. We are waiting on our guests to go through MAGA losses. I believe, Xander. Should we tap dance a little bit? You want to talk about anything else before we move on, or should we go on without him? I'm looking for any direction from. I see hands in the air. Should we just go on? She's waving her hands in the air like she just don't care.
I'll say, what's on my mind today. I talked about this a little bit at the coffee that we had on Defiance. We do these Friday coffees where we kind of freestyle and answer some questions. Something that's on my mind coming down the home stretch here is the need to organize those that might be instruments of repression, like police, military, etc. I've been doing these little bite-sized histories of other authoritarians. I covered Milosevic today. I covered Pinochet last week, and what led to their downfall. And there's kind of always this moment where it comes down to the generals, or it comes down to the police, or it comes down to the soldiers refusing to be an instrument of repression to lots of people. There's lots of important things that happen before then, including, organizing the opposition, poll watching, all of the things that we've been talking about. But there's as I'm trying to map the how to defeat an authoritarian journey from beginning to end, there's a piece right there at the end that I'm interested in Defiance figuring out a way to play a part in. I think and that's always reliant on also the masses and how they show up. It's funny, oftentimes we talk to our members and indivisible chapters, and they talk about, where are the young people? it's older folks, but time and time again throughout history, older people stepping up and being the front line has led to soldiers and other individuals refusing to hurt them, because people don't want to hurt grandmas and grandpas. It's not a good look. You realize you're the bad guy when that happens. And so that's been on my mind a lot lately. And I don't know if every one of those types of activities that needs to happen can be public, but I think it's an important part of the journey as we think about how to win this chapter and how to prepare for what will certainly be a contested election by Trump, if only by narrative, but maybe by other interventions.
Yeah, it's a good point. And for everybody to be kind of have skin in the game and be part of it and be part of these conversations. Hey, guess what? Kurt Bardella is here.
Oh,
our friend. Host
Watchdog
of the
report.
Watchdog report. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Who gave this guy an open mic?
I thought that's what we do. That's what you do anytime he shows up.
Welcome to the dog pound.
They heard that Xander and Miles started howling, and what is that even called? What is that, woofing like a dog? I'm we really need a woman to come in here. We need some more. We need some more feminine energy here. They're barking too much like dogs. Hey Kurt, how you doing?
Hey friends, I'm doing great. I tell you that needs to be my entrance now. From now on, I just need someone to start woofing away. This is going to be a thing. You can be my hype man.
You can just clip that at the beginning of your show.
Yeah, you're gonna need if Xander's ever out, I'm not doing that.
Boundaries. I respect your boundaries. No judgment.
Boundaries. Okay, so we have brought you on for a very special segment today, Kurt. It's our MAGA Losses of the Week. So we have so much to get to. You guys ready to kick this off?
I'm buckled in.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. For our first MAGA loss, I want to ask you both a question. How do you accidentally piss off both Planned Parenthood and conservative Christian groups at the exact same time with the exact same story?
I'm sure I could figure something out, but it probably won't.
I mean, if you really want us to conspire, we will find a way. But it is a political feat that I have to tip my cap to.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to blame this all on just insane mixed messaging and chaos. It turns out if you just let the Trump administration be in charge of sex ed, they really know how to pull this off and just make everybody mad. Because as part of the latest round of grant cuts, the administration eliminated funding for teen pregnancy prevention programs across the country. Why would we do that? And it's not just their signature cuts to Planned Parenthood in blue states. They also cut funding for programs in Texas, South Carolina, Mississippi, West Virginia, other red states, accusing them of, quote, normalizing sexual activity for minors. That came as quite a surprise, though, to the people running those programs, Kurt, because how could they be promoting sex for teenagers when 2 of the programs HHS flagged were literally abstinence-only curricula?
Oh, my Doge. I mean...
Oh...
That's just not attention to detail here. Come on, folks. This is someone with a black marker going, we don't need that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that sounds goofy. Goodbye. Oops.
I did it again.
This administration has been pro teenage sex for some time, as we learned with the
so to say, it's like sex with teenagers seems to be the administration line. So I'm not entirely sure why they're doing this.
In the grossest of ways.
Honestly, it really is so gross. I guess they just don't want you to talk to kids at all about sex, even if it's like don't have it, because they just want you to learn on the playground. This all came to light this week as a group of sexual health clinics and county governments actually challenged the cuts in a DC courtroom, because once everyone started digging into the funding termination letters, things just weren't aligning at all. For instance, one South Carolina abstinence program said that HHS accused them of showing children a video that depicted youth engaging in sexual activity. Okay. The video actually showed a conversation between 2 girls on a train.
Okay, what the hell?
I was like, what are we doing here, folks?
It's just a conversation. 2 girls on a train chatting like girls do. And one says she had sex. The other responded by talking about the consequences and encouraging her to make better choices, which is leading a lot of people to think, like Kurt Bardella just hit the nail on the head here, it might be another AI budget cut goof by the administration here. Just type the words in the search bar and just say everything.
Sex. Goodbye.
Sex. Goodbye. You're done. What do you think?
Well, I mean, again, this adds to the banned word list here, and clearly that's what they typed in. I bet. Let's see, sex, black, minority, history, facts, science,
woman,
earth, woman, man, person, camera, TV. Wait, that's the different thing.
That's a different thing.
That's something else. But yeah, I think that's what they did. They just typed in the magic words and said goodbye.
You know,
this is the AI era for sure. I even see that in my personal interactions.
I blame Claude. I think this is Claude's fault.
100% Claude. Like I see it in my emails every once in a while. I'm like, that doesn't feel like the right response to this.
Oh, that's so Claude.
But the thing is, most of the people I'm chatting with don't have the federal government's budget to staff these decisions and communicate. So
I don't think they're using Claude. I think they're using Grok or whatever Elon's is.
Oh, you're right. It's probably Grok. Yeah, it's a very Grok thing to do.
But the thing is, this goes back to this whole thing that I always bring up whenever, reproductive rights come up. Like, okay, we're going to cut programs that prevent teen pregnancy. Let me guess how much money they put into programs that help teen mothers. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just guess how much money they put into that. Well,
there's a zero involved.
I bet there's a zero involved. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And it's like, we can joke around about it, but like, these are real lives affected, real kids, real, use science. Use science, guys.
Listen,
Come on.
These guys are all pro-life until the child's actually born.
No, then they become Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, and life finds a way.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't need to bring Jeff Goldblum into this. He didn't do anything wrong.
He's a national treasure. Do not impugn his good name, sir.
He's a national treasure.
He is the wizard, for crying out loud. Be careful what you're frightened with.
Okay, so this is all disappointing, but there's a little bit of a solution here, okay? Because ever the champion of cutting government spending, Elon Musk, he already has a much cheaper abstinence program in place. We just need to play this clip.
Is it that picture of him on a boat? That one's pretty bad.
You're onto something. You're on the right track. Let's just play this clip in every high school classroom in America.
Don't keep going. They've been doing this for so long, the Weird Tech guys. I don't know if you've ever seen that one with the Microsoft guys. I did it like 95.
I can't not see Mike Myers in my head now anytime I see stuff like that.
Have you seen the one with Gates and who's the former Microsoft CEO? Ballmer in like 95 doing this type of shit? It's so bad. So the tech guys need to stop dancing. It's not their thing. It's not.
No.
Very, very unsexy.
It's not their thing, dude. They have other things. They're good at other things.
I guess maybe. All right, Xander, you're up. You're taking the next mega loss of the week.
All right, let's do it. I'm actually happy you brought up the abstinence one, because there's another core policy that MAGA managed to piss off its own about. And that came from Trump's own Homeland Secretary, Markwayne Mullin. As the leader of immigration policy, MAGA has championed him as the king of deportation. But just a few days ago, he said something at the National Governors Association that not only made sense, but royally pissed off his base. He was talking about immigration and the economy when he made what most people would probably consider a pretty common sense point. Some industries still rely on immigrant labor. And if America wants to keep growing its economy, it needs a legal way to fill those jobs. Let's take a listen.
If we're looking to grow our economy, then we need to look at making more permanent solutions on this and getting the work, not the work, but the employers involved in the system. In order to do that, though, that takes coordination between labor. Our unions still have a say in this, guys. We got to get labor involved. We got to get industry involved. And we got to fill out where the holes are created, because this narrative that it steals American jobs is true in some industries. It's not true for all industries. And we need to pay attention and be sensitive to that as we move forward, because it is America first. We want to take care of Americans first. It's our economy. It's our homeland. But there's a way to utilize labor where we're not having the participation rate we need to, and we can plug those holes.
Gang, what's your thoughts on that?
Yes, well, I mean, it's okay as long as you're willing to wait our tables, pick our avocados, do the jobs Americans don't want to do. We need to find a way for you to be here, because my God, have you seen the country clubs lately? There's not enough labor. I mean, this is a real epidemic.
That is exactly how it came off. How it came off. Yeah, well, it's not they're taking all jobs, but it's so dehumanizing.
Have you seen the Equinox locker room lately? It is not okay.
I don't like it at all. Like, those immigrants, those ones are fine, because like you said, Kurt, they'll do the jobs that the Americans don't want to do. But the rest of them, we got to figure out a way to get them out. But let's save those ones. Like, that's just insane. It's so dehumanizing.
It does feel like you get thrown back in time. Like, that was exactly the conversation you would hear, of slave owners being like, well, they do have some value. They can, they're able to kind of do the hard work we don't want to do. It's so, man, sometimes I feel like we are fighting on their chessboard over and over again. Cause I've also made the economic argument for immigrants too, but there's this broader thing we're fucking doing here in America, which is modeling I think in so many ways, if we realize it, what a multicultural, multiracial democracy that is peaceful and supports one another and creates pathways upwards can be. Like, that is the project we're on. And sometimes I think in the kind of like fighting back against their narratives, we like lose that. We lose our own project in that at times. So I'm so happy you guys brought up that we are more than economic impacts, and don't let them, through their arguments, convince us that we and the immigrants and everyone else is just an economic impact in this great project to, I don't know, have the fucking world's largest corporations. Like, what is the cool thing that happens at the end of this journey?
Right. I mean, again, the idea that we're going to just measure value based on economics means your actual humanity doesn't matter, doesn't account for anything. Like, they want us to see them as nothing more than a line item on a spreadsheet, because then it makes it more tolerable and more normalized to, again, take the black marker and just go, you are no longer welcome here.
Yeah. Yes.
And
by the way, see yourself as it too. If you need a social program, you're a failure. That's your fault, right? We need it. All right, I gotta keep it moving though. Well, Mark Wayne's comments were enough to spark a full-blown MAGA meltdown. That's so funny that what we're criticizing created a meltdown on the opposite side. Steve Bannon called for him to be replaced.
Oh, God.
Steve Bannon's a through and through great replacement guy, though.
Not for the reasons we're talking about, though.
That is the great white replacement theory in action right there. From
Gotta replace that white guy. Is that what white replacement is? All right, Laura Loomer demanded Trump fire him. Tommy Lauren said, this is not what we voted for. Once again, Mark Wayne wants to appease liberal media and big labor. And suddenly Trump's own Homeland Security Secretary was being branded as an amnesty advocate, despite the fact that he's overseeing one of the most aggressive deportation operations in modern history. Do you think, gang, you think we should lean in with Steve Bannon and see if we can replace him? Fuck
No, because what do they want to replace him with? Like, oh, he went too far. He said we need some immigrants sometimes. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just not really worried about the guy named Mark Wayne being too woke. I'm just gonna say it.
That was really good.
I mean, just replace him with what, the guy who wore the Nazi trench coat. Like, I guess that's the only surefire way to go.
Greg Bovino.
Yeah. No, I like them. This is the best thing about these guys is they're such backstabbers that they can't help themselves from filling their time playing musical chairs, getting different people in those positions because they throw them under the bus or they're too woke or whatever it is. And it's helpful. They only have 4 years. As an administration, they only have 4 years. So if they spend a lot of it bickering with each other and replacing one another and fighting, it's very helpful for us. So I support Steve Bannon in this very narrow way. I'm with you, Steve. Let's go replace
fire them all.
But here's the thing, Xander. Like, it's a whole idea of, like, be careful what you wish for, right? Because they might say, like, yeah, let's get rid of them. Like, what do you think they'll put back in? What do you think they'll
do you think, though, there's anything that Mark Wayne is holding back from? Like, I don't think there's anything he's not executing on that Trump wants him to execute on. I think it's now established. Anyone in this administration that even gets nominated is there to be a puppet. Yes. They're there to fully be a puppet. And it's not like Trump and Stephen Miller's morality is going to constrain them. They're being constrained in other ways. So I think the chaos at the top and the need to, like, reorganize around new leadership is helpful no matter what direction it's headed in. But I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter.
It does cause chaos.
Yeah.
You're right. It does cause chaos, which is the point, which is a lot of the point. But it's nice when the chaos falls on their side. Okay, let's get out of the MAGA civil war for a second and look at how Trump's candidates actually performed this week, because Tuesday brought another round of primaries. We had another one also, I believe, on Wednesday. And let's just say that Trump's endorsements didn't exactly have the best week. I'm sure you both saw this. We have to talk about the Michigan race. This race was just like, I couldn't believe it when I saw the results. Too ridiculous to believe. Trump flew into the state just last week to rally for congressional candidate Amir Hassan. Mm-hmm. And Hassan still lost. Kurt, I want you to take this. Who did Hassan lose to?
I don't know. Who did he lose to?
He lost to a guy who already dropped out of the race, guys.
That's right. That's right.
Tom Smith had suspended his campaign.
He wasn't even running.
Wasn't even running. running. He suspended his campaign weeks earlier, endorsed somebody else. He still won the primary. In fact, none of the networks I watched looking at results even had a photo of him. It was
he was a shadow figure.
It was the outline shadow figure.
The shadow demon. Something supernatural going on there.
I don't know much about this race, but I'm blown away that Trump endorsed someone named Amir Hassan over someone named Tom Smith. That felt like the most unlikely part of this.
That's the headline right there, by the way. Can you imagine being the guy who put that piece of paper in front of him? Sir, we need to endorse Amir Hassan against who?
What?
Tom Smith. Wait, what?
Dude,
That doesn't sound right.
Tom Smith was devastated by that too.
I mean, come on. Yeah, tell you what though, man, Trump's got no juice. I'm telling you, he's got no juice.
No juice. I was trying to come up with an acronym. I was TEE, Trump endorsements and careers. TEEK? I don't know. I'm still working on it.
I mean, because we got something. Because ETTD, is the one I've always gone with. Everything Trump touches dies, including.
That's a good one. It's just not a good word.
ETTD. But my favorite is that Tom Smith won with more than 50% of the vote. It was like
definitive.
A close race.
I mean, it was a beatdown, man. I mean, this tells you though, like this. We had this also yesterday night in Tennessee with Andy Ogles going down. Trump's preferred candidate in a House race. This guy, I have said this for a long time. I pray to God. I hope that Trump goes barnstorming America to every competitive district, every competitive seat, and puts his arm around these people like, this is my guy. What a gift that would be for Democrats. If that go out there, Donald, go have some rallies, man. You get out of DC. It's hot anyway. It's humid. It's horrible there. Go get out in the world and put your arm around every Republican candidate, please.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought up Andy Ogles because that was another race that was supposed to be like a surefire win, slam dunk. He was considered, an incumbent who'd survived controversy before. It was not supposed to be the race he lost. He had the president's endorsement. He had backing from major conservative organizations. Also, he was one of the loudest anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim voices in Congress. He spent the closing weeks accusing outside groups of trying to buy his seat. And despite all of that, Republican voters still picked Charlie Hatcher, a dairy farmer, who simply ran as a pro-Trump Republican without all of that baggage. And even Democrats privately thought that Ogles would have been the easier opponent to beat in the general election.
Yeah, we were hoping for that guy to pull it out just because we would have whooped his ass in November, but can't have it all.
Dang. That is the downside of them losing primaries. If they could at least get through the primaries, it'd be really nice, actually.
I'm just going to say, this falls again under that umbrella of be careful what you wish for, because I remember a lot of Democrats celebrating in 2016 when Donald Trump won the primary because they thought, this will be a piece of cake. Not so.
Especially after that first Hillary debate room when Hillary was doing like the shoulder shimmy. I was like, dude, this guy's cool. Yeah.
And he was like stalking her.
Yeah, he's stomping around the cage. That was terrifying. All right. So I have the last MAGA loss of the week, and it comes from our least favorite pillow pusher. Oh man. That was questionable script. Mike Lindell.
Wait, who's our favorite?
Who wrote that? Who wrote that? That's good. Wow. That's vicious.
Be worst. All right. So, which, by the way, if you missed on a former episode, Miles had admitted to having some of those My Pillows. So hopefully, this story will push him to finally get rid of them. Just kidding.
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
Miles, we got better from you, Miles. We need to get him.
Is he still
Christmas
using
some new pillows or something? That's discouraging.
Yeah. I'm sure Hannah has actually taken care of this since then. Anyways, Mike Lindell is running for governor of Minnesota. And one recent, living up there, what's that like? Maritsa?
I can tell you.
The Minnesota lifestyle seems insane.
There's a lot of chaos, but the cool thing is that Minnesotans are feisty and they fight back. They're not just going to sit down and take stuff.
Yeah.
They're not just going to sit back and say they're hardy. They survived those winters.
The OG, Jesse the Mind Ventura.
It seems like there's a lot to fight back against up there, though. You guys have a lot of
why you have so much conflict up there?
All right. So one recent incident in his campaign has me thinking that he should get his head out of the pillowcase and perhaps into some campaign legal law. You see, most states have rules against campaigns giving voters things of value in exchange for support, like money, gift cards, merchandise.
They don't like the bribery.
Yeah, no, bribery frowned upon.
Yeah, but these
country.
pillows are not valuable. These pillows have no value.
They come with debt. They come with moral debt.
I'm gonna put up his defense. These pillows have no value. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Well, so imagine the surprise when Lindell's campaign decided that this was a good idea. Let's take a look. Kind of funny. This guy all right. All right.
Great use of Elton John there.
Would that convince you to work for, dude? Why do these guys always love the soundtracks of gay music too? It's very interesting.
Notice that? Village People,
it's either gay
Elton
artists,
John,
Village People, or whatever. It's just nothing's wrong with that. I'm very supportive of the LGBTQ community. It's just interesting that these guys who beat their chest about 1950s masculinity seem to always pick questionable soundtracks. What do you guys think? Would you become Lindell voters if you got thrown a pillow?
No,
that wouldn't convince you. That's not for you.
I would require more than a pillow. Maybe if you gave me a great mattress, some good sheets, and a comforter, then I'd consider it.
Yeah, he sells those mattress toppers too. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that he could give. No, I mean no, I can't even believe Miles sleeps on one of those pillows. Is that's current?
That's anti-Miles.
That's earth-shattering news.
Oh, this was a joke.
I'm sorry, Miles.
No, he's joking around.
This has gone south for Miles. That's what happens when you don't show up, Miles, to work.
We've taken over Miles' channel and turned on him immediately. He was only away 5 days.
Yeah. Bye, Miles. It's a coup. It's a defiance coup. You're out. We decided you sleep on my pillow.
Sorry, we consulted with Claude. Miles, you're out.
Mike Lindell is just. I mean, he's just such a cartoon character, and I just. He's been a Minnesota staple forever. He grew up watching my grandpa, and my grandpa was a weatherman in Minnesota. So I know those two, they did some interviews many years ago before all this chaos. But yeah, I mean, the whole story, the whole grift. And I loved that he got just in great Mike Lindell fashion, got owned by the 12-year-old at the DNC, Noah DeBarrasso, who basically was like, show me your proof. What's your proof? Trust me, bro. And he just owned him. I mean, now he's throwing pillows out. I would be worried
bribery
about
pillows. Also, let's not lose track of that. Bribery.
I think I would throw the pillow back. I think when you're at the ball game and the other team hits a home run, you just throw it back. You got to just take the pillow and just hit him in the head with it.
He's lucky.
Tried to recover from this announcing on X. Today, I've made one of the biggest decisions of my life. I'm stepping down CEO of MyPillow. Damn, I thought it was the other decision. So I can devote 100% of my time and energy to my campaign for governor of Minnesota. Minnesota deserves my full attention, and that's exactly what I'm giving it. I'm all in, and I can't wait to earn your vote. I love that this guy was considering being governor part-time. What was the plan up until this moment? All right, what do you guys think?
I think it's a loss for Minnesota, but a gain for his company that they don't have to deal with CEO Mike for a minute. That'll be a nice reprieve for his employees.
maybe pillow sales will go way up. Pillow sales are going to.
They actually might do really. I mean, they can now run an ad saying, as approved by Miles,
It might have been an internal strategy. The MyPillow employees were polling saying they would vote for him, hoping to pull him away from the CEO position. And this is the time where the coup actually worked. All right. So Mike Lindell was, but if it was too little too late, because Mike Lindell was brought to court for violating campaign finance laws. In his defense, he pleaded with the judge, saying the pillows only cost about $5 each wholesale. Damn, just revealing his margin to the consumers.
Ooh, that's a huge margin.
That's big margin. Dang.
All right, and come back next week because we're gonna have Defiance pillow swag for you guys. But the judge wasn't convinced. Yesterday, a Minnesota judge found there's a probable cause to believe Lindell violated state election laws, and the case is now headed to a 3-judge panel for an evidentiary hearing.
Wow.
All right.
That's. I mean, on one hand, it's kind of like he's throwing some pillows out, some cheap pillows, mind you, whatever. On the other, it's dangerous of running for office, and now you're going to have a lawsuit. You got to open up your books. You got to show things you probably don't want to show. It's self-inflicted.
Yeah, but Again, yeah, he violated state election law according to this judge. But this is not the most egregious thing Mike Lindell has ever done. My God, yeah, okay, we can joke about it, but he's done so much more. This is what's going to take him down.
So did Al Capone, and you know
and
what?
I was just about to say that. This is like the Al Capone episode. It's like a helipad for Trump and pillows for Mike Lindell. But look,
and I just
whatever.
don't think, like, voters in Minnesota who were planning to vote for Mike Lindell, do you think they're going to care about this? Like, they've overlooked everything else. They're like, nope, it's a line too far. Yeah, he has a lot worse, but
it is funny. There's like a size of grift that like you can hide the grift. Like it has to be a certain size. Like win a $500 million military contract, you can kind of get away with that. But like throwing away $50 pillows, straight to court for you, Mike Lindell.
Fun.
His crime was he went too small. Had he been giving out something of actual value, it'd be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Giving out ballrooms.
Don't do your bribery on floats, I guess, is one of the lessons learned.
Yeah, in a public parade where people are taking video. Yeah. Okay, so let's throw some salt in the wounds, guys, by kicking off this week's Soulmate Award. Do you want to walk us through this, Xander, or you want me to?
Yeah, no, I can share. It's a bootlicker award. Let's just be clear. This is awarding the greatest bootlicker of the week. Trump started giving out these Florsheim shoes to previous bootlickers, and so we decided to name this the Soulmate Award. Solemate. And if you go to that name .vote, soulmate.vote, you can vote on the winner of the Soulmate Award. But I'd hold off for a bit because we're going to lay out the candidates and make the case for them.
All right.
Okay, so the first. Let's meet the contestants, okay? Starting off strong. Someone really no one wanted to see on the list this week because I think people were hoping for a different outcome. It's Senator John Cornyn. After almost doing something good as a result of him getting primaried by the president, he almost blocked Todd Blanche's attorney general nomination, but Cornyn ended up getting cold feet. He rolled over. It not only gave Trump exactly what he wanted, but it let his number one henchman walk right into the highest governmental law position in our country. And if that wasn't bad enough, the cherry on this is that when he asked about this backtrack, Cornyn turned into a pearl-clutching damsel in distress who just couldn't do anything. Just had no way to fight back against big bad wolf Donald Trump.
You as someone who's tried to fight against getting this anti-weaponization fund in place?
Well, there's nothing we could do to rein in the president when he said he likes the fund and he wishes it still exists, but the fact of the matter, it's dead. And that's all we could do under these circumstances. See you all.
Thank you.
It's all we could do under these circumstances. I just, again, you guys, you are in the United States Senate. You are one of 100 people representing the people of this country. You have
Maritsa leans in. It's so good when you get close to the screen. Go, Maritsa, go.
You have Article 1 powers. Sorry, I don't mean to get scary.
No, I like it. We're like this is the funny thing about this moment. Someone sent me that video of the Jack Reacher guy going off, but like he at one point was like, God, I wish everyone felt like I felt. I'm like, dude, you elites are the only ones who don't feel like that. We all feel like that all the time. So anytime you can embody what everyone else is feeling, Maritza, go for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, checks and balances, co-equal branches. What does it all mean,
it's a
folks?
fad. It's a fad. It'll never last. People.
Yeah. Quit trying to make fetch happen, John Cornyn.
Come on, man. It's like he's just a United States senator. What do you want from the guy?
What was the name of the little clippy thing? But it's a bill, and it educated us all on how Congress worked and how, you know what I'm talking about?
Just a bill on Capitol Hill.
Are you talking about Schoolhouse Rock?
Oh, Schoolhouse Rock. It's like we just need should we make the senators rewatch that? Like there should be. Can we get them all to sit down and just play that all the way through?
Could use a constitutional tutorial because the whole point of the legislative branch existing was to be a check and balance on the executive branch. So when you say there's nothing we can do to rein in the president, like that's literally the job description of the legislative branch.
Yeah.
Right. And as my co-host, former Senator John Tester, will go off and complain about ad nauseum with many F words injected into it. Why are we paying, he always says this, why are we paying them to even travel back to DC every week? Why are we paying them to go to the Hill when they're just signing off? I mean, let's just like approve everything the president does and don't waste your time. Don't even go there.
All right, I got to take us into our second nominee here, gang, which is Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum.
Oh, boy.
Who went on X this week to tirelessly defend Trump's ridiculous evangelization claim for the reflecting pool. Mercedes, you know better than to put that word on my part of the script. Evangelization. Mind you, this is after Pirro was forced to drop the case. He wrote, the president of the United States cares deeply about protecting our sacred national monuments, and his leadership has led the restoration of our nation's capital by making DC safe and beautiful again. Very Trumpian in how he wrote that. Yeah, because nothing says beauty like 13-foot barricades and chuggy ballrooms. What do you think, gang?
Yeah, Dougie. It has actually been very entertaining watching the fight between Mr. Burgum and his Interior Department and the prosecutor, Judge Jeanine Pirro, this week. Judge Jeanine actually has, might be the biggest loser of the week. In terms of like she unwittingly had no evidence to prosecute people with imaginary crimes, and when they broke that news to the president, he lost his mind, and now her job is in jeopardy. And Dougie the whole time is in the Oval Office with them, going, I think she screwed that up too, just threw her right under the freaking bus. And then goes out there and puts the stamp on it with that nice tweet there, backing up, DJT there. And he is man, his rise came at the expense of Judge Jeanine, and she might lose her job. Well,
imagine how little evidence there was that Judge Jeanine Pirro was like, I got nothing. This woman went on TV and made something out of nothing all the time. She's got nothing. Like, imagine how little she had.
Although I think you guys are making the first soulmate.vote prediction, which is Pirro might be on this next week to make up for being. But she's not. She didn't like suck up to him. She actually. No, I know she's in the doghouse. I'm expecting
she's gonna do something. She's gonna do something to get back on in the good graces. She's gonna be bootlicking.
Knowing her and knowing how much she sucked up to this president past.
If she's not nominated next week, she did not do her job.
All right, I found the bouncing ball. I'm back on track. All right, I got it.
So before we move on from Burgum, I want to say that even if he doesn't get your vote this week, gang, Twitter did come through and embarrassing him enough. His post was ratioed and suffered a fact check.
Woof. On Twitter?
Yeah, and Mercedes, where's the voice of God? For us kids that might not know what ratioed means. What does ratioed mean? Mercedes is the resident cool kid. Kurt, are you a cool kid? Can you explain ratio?
No, I'm nowhere near Mercedes league.
Maritsa has to know it.
Ratio. I think I do know. I think it means that there were more bad reactions than good reactions. Is that right?
Yeah, it's basically like you have more people in your comments going against what you're saying than
comments and likes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Think of beauty.
I forgot for a moment, but I remembered. Yeah.
This is a new segment we're going to be hosting, which is what are the kids talking about on Defiance?
Put a bunch of geriatric millennials on screen, and then we're going to ask them what these words mean.
What do these words mean? I mean, she did put in there like a 7-syllable word for my man here to try to enunciate, which was
rough. Remember, I'm the people's champ over here. I'm the high school dropout people's champ. Don't do that to me, Mercedes. Okay, so for fighting tooth and nail to defend one of Trump's claims that has clearly been proven wrong, we would like to welcome Doug Burgum as our second nominee. Toss it over to you, Maritsa.
Ooh, all right. It's our lucky day because it's bootlicking Christmas, as Mercedes has pointed out. Our last nominee is actually for one deal. Okay. 4 for the price of 1. Gregory Cook, Adam Candube, I don't know if I said that right, John Peter Cronin, and Jason Mannion, 4 of the president's judicial nominees. And in a hearing this Wednesday, they had enough Trump shoe shining material to make their own spin-off show. I think that would be a good reality show, just judging by the pictures here. In a hearing this Wednesday, for the tonight's nomination, we're going to focus on their masterclass of regurgitating Trump's script. Let's watch.
Who won the 2020 election?
A joint session of Congress certified that Joseph Biden won the election, and therefore, as a matter of law, he was the winner. Senator?
How many times have you rehearsed that answer with the White House? I've watched everyone before you, and you know what the routine is and what the President of the United States expects you to say, regardless of whether it is the truth or not, correct?
Again, I've watched a lot of videos, and I'm trying to be very precise.
Who won
Senator.
the popular vote in the 2020 election?
So if you look at each state, the governor under one of our acts is required to certify.
Oh, Judge Cronin, you're already on the district court. Who won the 2020 election?
Senator, under the constitutional system, and in particular the 12th Amendment, Joseph Biden received the majority of the electoral college vote.
You really have nothing to lose. You're on the court with a lifetime appointment, and yet you're unwilling to state the simple fact that Joe Biden won the 2020 election. Mr. Mannion, who won the 2020 election?
Senator, I agree with the substance of my co-panelists.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Candube, who won the 2020 election? Let's see if you can do better.
I agree with my panelists.
You agree with your...
The fellow panelists. The United States Congress certified Joseph Biden.
Sucks to go last. Sucks to go last.
We just like pass. We should have an option. Do you want to phone a friend, pull the audience, 50-50, you know?
Maritza's close to actually pulling her hair out at the end of this episode.
I really am. Okay.
Don't do it.
You're flabbergasted. I think it's officially called flabbergasted.
This is it's just so simple. It's like, Kurt, what color is the sky? What color is the sky, Kurt?
I mean, it depends on where you live. It depends on what time of day it is. It depends on what the moon and the sun are doing. It depends on, am I wearing my glasses? Can I see right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, this is so simple and easy. And again, like Senator Blumenthal pointed out, you have this appointment. What are you so afraid of? You cannot say that Joe Biden won the election. And we wonder why there's so much confusion and
said it out loud. Can you
misinformation.
believe that?
And disinformation and chaos, and people are at each other's throats because we can't agree on just a simple set of facts that more than 60 judges decided. What? Like, this is so insane to me that we cannot just these guys have to win. These guys have to win.
I think we need to rename this part of the segment. What the fuck? And just let her go.
I need some Prosecco.
All right, so that's
here.
your pick, Maritsa.
I need a drink.
That's your pick? The judges?
That's my pick. Absolutely. Right. You cannot say just like a basic fact. Give me a break.
Dougie's my pick. Just, you know, the whole amazing reflecting pool meltdown. Like, literally, Judge Jeanine couldn't make the case. Like, that's how bad that was, and yet he's taken the other side of that. And look at those eyebrows. I mean, come on, he deserves to win.
I was like, are those his glasses though? Like there's part of a glasses shadow maybe too, not helping that picture. Like
Cornyn did what senators do, which is, you know, be chicken shits. I'm just used to that. So that's not extraordinary to me at all. I had low expectations for that guy.
You're going to be devastated. I'm closing voting, and it's John Cornyn.
Oh, come
in an upset
audience.
But that really lets us know how influential we are to our audience.
Well, I mean, okay, but to be fair, the fact that John Cornyn, a sitting United States senator who's been there for a long time, I can't remember how, I think, 4 terms, I think, a long time, says there's nothing they can do in the United States Senate.
That's true. That's a good point.
That's true.
That I forgot about that part of the whole thing, the helplessness of it all.
By the way, gang, is Blumenthal awesome? I don't think I was familiar
Yes, he
with
is.
his game.
Yes, Richard Blumenthal is fantastic. He's a great U.S. senator, awesome at hearings, as you just saw. Like, I've been a big fan of him for a minute.
Yeah. He's real spicy. He's like surprisingly spicy based in his container. He doesn't look like you.
It doesn't look it, but watch out. Here comes the pain.
All right. Well, I don't know, Kurt, if you were on the show last time we were doing this. We now do promotions on the Anthill. Our members are lovingly called the Defy Ants. And as they refer more people to the Defy Ants, we hand out promotions. So who do we have today, Mercedes? We got Annette. This is for the rank of Scout. That means you brought one of your friends or family members into the Defiance. Thank you, Annette M. GSD Love. Dang, that was a nice nickname. And Kitty. We got fun folks in here.
Kitty.
San Diego, JRR, DMSRM. We might not know exactly who you are, but hopefully you know who you are. And,
9360 San Diego. I love that. I was in San Diego a week ago for a couple of days.
Oh, nice. Is that the zip? Is that what it is? I got it. Cool. Well, gang, this is a group project. The Defiance is a group project. It's a club for courageous Americans. We grow because you all grow it. And I just want to thank everyone who's contributing to growing it. If you want to get your referral code, go to defiance.news/leaderboard. Scroll down a bit. You'll find it there. All right. I want to say thank you to Kurt Bardella, aka the Watchdog. I won't bark again. I
was hoping Mercedes had a sound effect she could just press by now.
What was that? It was Arsenio Hall did that, right? That was an Arsenio.
That was
thing?
Arsenio back in the day.
Yeah.
Kurt, for folks that are just meeting you, I don't know how it's possible. You've been on here a few times now, but if they are, where can they find you and who are you and what do you do?
What is it you say you do here? I am at thewatchdogreport.substack.com. That's where I write about all things about congressional oversight investigations, things that Congress could be doing to hold the president in check. So maybe John Cornyn should check that one out to learn some things. Otherwise, I'm at Kurt Bardella on all the social medias, and I'm just a guy hanging out, former Republican turned Democrat, doing the things. That's it. I'm not interesting. I'm in Dallas, Texas.
You do have an interesting secret life. I won't out of here, but that's not true. You are interesting.
Whoa.
Hey, I have a reputation to uphold, sir.
That you're not interesting.
That I am not interesting. That people might actually like me. I might have friends out there. Let's not get into that.
Okay, all right.
Let's not do it.
And Maritsa, for always having our back. Maritsa Georgiou, where can folks find you? What are you up to in the world?
Hey, I co-host the Grounded podcast with former Senator Jon Tester here on Substack. We would love to have you join us. In fact, this morning we had a Tractor Time with Tester episode, which means, folks, that you could watch it and look at Jon Tester's ear for most of the time because he's listening to the phone while we do the episode.
Is that on OnlyFans or Substack? Which platform is that on?
Yeah, it's one of those niche websites for sure. No, we had a great episode this morning with Sky Perryman, and Senator. It's harvest time, so he's on the tractor. It's August, and so some of our episodes we get a little crazy. It's a little bit, it's very natural. It's not
thinks my tractor sexy, as Kenny Chesney would say.
People in the chat are asking when Farmers Against Trump said when. Farmers Against Trump is the perfect person to ask that. Actually, when is
when what? We did the episode this morning. It's posted, and then we have a couple more. We will do more next week. So, but that episode is posted. Tractor Time with Tester on this Friday. It's already posted. It's already up.
You found your perfect demo in the chat.
I know.
All right, let's go.
We found it finally.
All right, gang. Well, that's it for us. Defiance back on Monday. Miles Taylor back on Monday.
With his new pillow.
With his new pillows, well rested. Until then, as we say, stay loud, stay brave, and stay together. We'll see you Monday.